disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for the fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair. All topics are for entertainment purposes only. None of the information presented in this video or by B-Girl TV should be taken as fact. Every situation is based on personal experience. The Image Boutique is located in the Centro Comercial de los Pueblos Mall, located in Panama City, just 15 minutes away from Tocumen Airport. We specialize in hair care, wig extensions, and much more. Come visit us. Hey, everybody. I have a guest with me. Say hi, Gia.
Hi.
Good.
Hi.
All right, guys. So, obviously, I'm doing this live because to give you exactly the people that were on the last live, obviously, I know some of you guys were concerned, and I just want this is gonna be a struggle. This is gonna be a struggle live because I have this one over here that touches everything. So basically, I wanted to give you guys just basically an update on what is going on and what transpired today and what actually happened to me today. Okay, so this morning I woke up, went to work normal. The streets was clear, everything was clear. I was very hopeful in thinking that, you know, things were going to be a little bit back to normal. Unfortunately, that is not what is happening, to say the least. So I'm in a group chat. This is going to be a struggle live. I'm in a group chat with I'm trying to, what is it, like the center where the store is. There's a group chat with all the business owners, the security guards, everything, so we know exactly what's going on. And at about 1:00 someone sent a video basically saying that, so I don't know if you guys know where Caledonia is. It's in the city, and the main streets of the city, they were literally the officers that is at the frontera, or like at the border control, like the soldiers. They were out there today telling everybody, all the business owners, they were telling all the business owners to close down their business, close down the stores. And that was like at 1:00. So once I seen that happening, I was just like, okay, something is about to go on. I don't know what's going to happen, but something is happening. If they sent the people, the border control police, to close down the businesses, all those businesses on that main street. And then at about like 3, I want to see, maybe at around, let me think, maybe around like 2:00. Hold on, y'all. You guys know Gia's in here, so she's turning it up a little bit. So then around like, not even 3, no, maybe like around 2, there was videos circulating. There was a whole bunch of stuff circulated, and I was kind of concerned. So I ended up closing early and telling the girl that works for me, you know, let's just leave, let's close at 3:00 or whatever, just in case. Oh, what happened was the grocery store was going to be closing at 6. And I'm like, wow, if the grocery store is closing at 6, something must be going on that we don't know about. So I'm going to close the store at 3:00 so that everybody, or that if she needed to go to the grocery store, because I know I needed to get groceries just in case, because I didn't have enough groceries to last me. So I wanted to make sure that I had food, to make sure my daughter had extra formula, cuz you just never know like what's going to happen, water, all that stuff or whatever. So I went to the grocery store. When I go to the grocery store, there was literally no meats. The grocery store was basically empty. There was no plantain. I got whatever I could get, and just to have so that my kids could eat. But originally when I was driving home, like I have to get on the highway a little bit. When I got on the highway, literally it was standstill. So I made a U-turn and was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go to the grocery store, and then after I go to the grocery store, I'm gonna go around the local way, thinking that I was gonna get be able to get home. Negative. After I went to the grocery store, first of all, the parking lot was like this. People were just in the parking lot. I'm like, well, why is everybody in the parking lot? Comes to find out that traffic was standstill. There was tons and tons and tons of car and nobody was moving. Why? Because the maleantes, which is the gangsters, um, from the area which is like across the other side, they were throwing rocks. And so the police had no cars were able to go in because they were throwing rocks and stones and all that other stuff. And literally, like I was like here, and my house was like really here, and I like right there, and I needed to get home. And so what I did was I had to park my car on the opposite side of the street, which is oncoming traffic side, and then go and walk and ask someone to take the milk to my house for my baby. And so then that's what they ended up doing, taking the milk. And then I had to call my son because my son has like a scooter. And matter of fact, let me in well, whatever. My son has electric scooter. So what I ended up having to tell him to do was, because I had groceries in the car and I didn't want it to spoil, because I didn't know how long I was going to be in traffic and I had stuff that was frozen. And with the heat, I'm like, okay, well, you're just gonna have to take your scooter and drive to where I am on electric scooter and take the groceries back home. So he ended up doing that, and then I ended up, telling him, bring a whole bunch of bags. So he ended up doing 2 trips, filling up the bags with the groceries, and going home. Taking the electric scooter, driving to bring the groceries home, because literally it was crazy. I literally was stuck in that traffic for about, I want to say, an hour and 45 minutes. So one of the neighbors came and was like, just drive on the sidewalk. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to drive on the sidewalk. What if I mess up my car? He was like, oh, you're not going to mess up the car. And then they were trying to direct me on how to get up on the sidewalk. I was like, you do it, you do it. So he ended up driving my car up on the sidewalk, driving up on the sidewalk, driving down. Okay. And then I was able to get home, because if not, I probably would have still been in traffic, because everything was like, it was standstill. There was nobody moving, nobody going forward, and nobody going backwards. It is crazy. And so I know someone that's actually a police, and right now they're sending out military trucks. Like military trucks are being sent out right now. The cops, the police have bulletproof vests. Um, it's crazy, y'all. It's really crazy. Yes, he is. He actually, let me see if I can invite him on here. He told me to invite him. Let me see if I could do it. Um, because I think me getting him on here, it would be actually really good, so that you can get the perspective of a kid. Let me see. Let me see. Y'all gonna hear Gia. honestly, I don't think kids, at least my kid, I don't think he realizes really like what's going on. He realizes what's going on, but he doesn't realize what's going on because, girl, yes, yes, very much so. It's situations like this that make me realize I'm like, damn, who the hell do I think I am? Yeah, so that was pretty much it. Like I was so upset because I'm just like, I'm all for I'm all for I'm all for protesting. Nobody wasn't gonna stop him because we were literally in traffic. And so where they where the Malientas was so far away. Like it was literally like back to back traffic. So I wasn't really worried about that. But let's get him on here so he can tell you how he feels. Hold on. He about to come on here. He's about to come on here. Because honestly, like me and him got into a little razzle dazzle too because he likes to go outside. Guys, if you hear Gia in the background, I'm sorry. This is the only way I could come update you guys because the babysitter left and it's just me and these kids up in this place. But honestly, like I don't think he in particular, I shouldn't say kids. I don't think no, Gia, no. I don't think he really realized, the magnitude of what's going on because he still wanted to go outside and play. And I'm like, dude, are you crazy? Like, you want to go play soccer? Are we not watching the same thing? So basically, all my events this weekend are all canceled. God knows exactly what he does, and he does everything on time because I couldn't understand certain situations. I couldn't understand certain situations or whatever, or why certain things was happening. But now looking back on it, whatever happens, what was happening and why I couldn't understand what was happening happened for a reason because it was preparing me for what was going to come, which is right now. Y'all, Gia is just destroying everything. See, the thing is, Amir really don't know nothing about Brooklyn. Amir don't know how to move like Brooklyn because he's been here forever and a day. Hold on, y'all, because y'all know Gia is doing something that she don't have no business doing. Hold on. Amir has no idea what it's like to move in Brooklyn. Amir been here since a baby. Leave it to to Gia to destroy my fan. So anyway, school is now virtual now. So the kids are not going to school in person. So they start tomorrow virtually. It's giving me flashbacks of COVID right now, honestly. And then they cancel all the parades from the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th. And so there's no parties that's moving. Literally nothing is not moving. There's literally no parties, no nothing. Everything is canceled. Like It's crazy. It's crazy. Hi. Here, you want to watch your show? I'm just hoping and praying that this resolves itself very quickly. Thank you. I'm just hoping that things resolve itself like very fast, honestly. But it's about to get wild. Guys, if you hear like cartoons, it's literally because Gia is right here next to me. She's literally right here next to me. Okay, guys. So Amir's here. Let's get him on. Hello, Amir. Welcome to the channel again. I can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you, Amir. You have the you muted the microphone. We can't hear you. Can't hear you.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, is that I
Okay.
have a problem? I have somebody.
All right. So okay. So Amir is here and he is now 13 years old. So the last time you guys seen him, he was obviously younger. And so basically we're gonna get his standpoint of what's happening right now and how he feels about what's happening. So go ahead, Amir.
Well, honestly, it's just kind of like I understand what they want to do and what they're trying to say, but I mean, like having shootouts and stuff is not gonna change anything. It's just gonna say, "Oh, y'all want to do this?" Now I'm really not gonna do it because y'all just out here destructing the country. So honestly, so to be fair, it's like I understand like the protests and all of that, but I mean, like he's not gonna stop. He got the money. He got what he needed to get, so he's not gonna stop. It's really simple like that. But I understand what they're trying to say. To be for me,
Sorry, y'all, I had a call. So I think, you know, one of the things that I was expressing to you guys is that I had told a man wanted to go outside, and I told him that he could not go outside. And he was upset because he wasn't able to go outside because he thinks that because we live in a certain type of neighborhood, that nothing wasn't going to happen. And then I think he thought about it for a second and then realized, or was it because you realized that they were coming this way to protest that you realized what I was trying to tell you?
no, I just realized like I mean I guess I understand what you're trying to say, and I mean like I'm not even gonna try and fight with you because I know me fighting with you is not gonna it's not gonna allow me. I'm still not gonna be able to get out because fighting with you, if I fight with you, I'm not gonna get out. And if I don't fight with you, I'm still not gonna get out. So in the end, I wasn't gonna get out. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit in my room. I'm gonna play my game and call it a day.
Okay, but did you understand why I did not want you to go outside?
Yeah, I understood.
But because I feel like there's a but coming behind it.
Nah, I understood.
You sure? Okay, so how do you feel about the fact that now you have to go back to virtual school?
I mean, I'm kind of happy. I can sleep.
You can
I'm,
sleep.
I mean,
You
I mean,
still
I
gotta.
can, yeah. But I mean, like the only thing I don't want to sit in front of a screen for like 7 hours. But I mean, it's
Yo,
fine.
My daughter is just throwing things everywhere. I'm trying my best to keep it together for y'all, but this is what reality is right now in the household at this moment. It's just wild, okay, with this little girl. Okay, so when I had called you to tell you to come outside to get the groceries, did you realize it was that bad?
I already knew it was bad, but when I first started, I was sleeping. After I heard I'm here, after I was like, I'm not gonna answer it. I don't feel like answering. I'm just gonna go back to sleep. I said I'm gonna go to me though, because I was sleeping. And she went like, bam, 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 and she went to her. She's like, your mom said get on your scooter and go over there because she's stuck or something. I was like, did she run out of gas or something? What's going on? But then after I was like, my scooter doesn't even have no charge. I'm surviving. I'm gonna go over there with 16% in my scooter. I got stranded when I was coming down. I
You
was like,
did?
yeah,
You did not tell me that.
because it wasn't that big of a deal. I just walked it.
With the scooter and the groceries?
Yeah. I wasn't gonna stay on the street.
All right, but once you came outside and you seen how the all the cars were back to back, what was you thinking? Like, what was your thoughts?
I was like, what's going on? And they like, I was like, because originally I was like, okay, they protesting, but I looked over there, I ain't see no car, I didn't see nobody protesting. So I was like, if I was in front, I would just tumba that thing and go on my business. And if anybody trying to throw rocks in my car, me and you gonna have a problem. Cause in my car, cause me personally, if I have a car, I'm always gonna have a protection.
You see how he is so, he don't know nothing. He's so oblivious to things because he's thinking like, okay, you're gonna they throw rocks at the car and then you're gonna get out and fight. Yesterday, they robbed somebody in the Cinta Costera. They blocked it. They let the car pass. The car was passing. They stopped the car. I don't know how they stopped the car, but they opened up the car doors. I guess the person had the door open, and they opened up all the car doors, and they went and robbed everybody and stole everything out the car. Nobody did anything. Okay. And so there's a video basically showing that. So I don't think people realize like how serious this is. I'm just praying and hoping to God that it doesn't get worse. Like honestly, I really just hope that it doesn't get worse and people aren't losing their lives behind this because it's at this point I think it's scary. I think it's really scary, especially with whatever is going around, what's going on in Israel. You have everybody fighting. You have all this uproar. It's honestly like honestly, I don't even really know what to think. But I'm just glad that I was able to get home safely. Thank you to my neighbor for driving my car up on the sidewalk to get me home. Huh?
Nothing.
For getting for allowing for driving my car up on the sidewalk because I probably would have still been outside right now because they literally were not letting anybody move forward and nobody wasn't able to leave backwards. People started like driving up on the side like on sidewalks to try to make a U-turn to try to find an alternative route because literally it was just standstill traffic. Like
It was
nobody
true. That's true. Because
nobody
I seen a car. It's like I'm not dealing with this, and he just went
yeah,
and he
they
just
were
went and told us.
yeah, they was driving up on the sidewalk. Like literally, people were driving up on the sidewalk, driving in grass, just driving anyway, just to get out of it because it was just that bad. Like it was really just that bad. But I'm just hoping, I don't even know. Like I said, I'm gonna go home and light a candle or something and pray to hopefully like this could stop. Like there can be some type of resolution because right now it's getting really scary. And me personally, in my lifetime, I done lived through the World Trade Center. I done went through uh what was it? I mean, I personally didn't live this part, but I was alive during this time. The Hurricane Katrina. When Hurricane Katrina happened, the World Trade Center. I was actually in school when this happened in New York City when this happened. Then you have okay, COVID, and now this. It's just like, geez, Louise. I don't know how much more I am able to take. But I'm just hoping and praying that there's a resolution to this and the resolution happens really, really fast. Because if what I think or what I foresee really comes to pass, a lot of businesses, a lot of small businesses, we might not even be able to make it through this. We might not be able to make it through this. And that's me just being real honest. Yes, the blackout. I completely forgot about the blackout. The blackout also. Y'all, Gia is just destroying everything in here. It's crazy. So, you know, we just gonna see what's gonna happen. I'm watching the news. I just wanted to let everybody know that my family and I, we are safe. We are home. And we are home. Gia is destroying this place. We are. I mean, can you hear all the noise that Gia is making in the background?
Yes, I can hear it a little bit.
It's crazy.
I'm trying to deal with my own problems right now because I have
We are
something right here.
safe. We are home. We got food. We got water. We got shelter. And I will just be coming on periodically to keep you abreast on what's going on. I've been very active on Instagram lately because Instagram is actually easier for me to get to than YouTube at this moment. Because like if I'm on a road or something, I could just go on Instagram on my phone and I post things on Instagram about what's going on. So yeah, prayer is what it takes to make it through. We know these days will happen. We have to lean on our faith. I haven't watched in a while, so to hear Gia talking is a pleasure. Oh, thank you. She is definitely how, ask a man how Gia acts. What happened? Um,
Yeah.
don't take that off. Here. Um, these times to be careful wherever and everywhere. What is their objective? They basically want the president to renege on the contract, the mining contract, to take it back. That's basically what they want. The contract was already signed. Um, it was really, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I read the contract and it's really a bad deal for Panamanians. The only people that's benefiting from this contract are the Canadian mining company. That's the only person that's benefiting from what's going on right now. My thing is like I am all for protesting, peaceful protesting, but the thing that really to me I think is real stressful is the fact that people don't have anything to do with what's going on are the ones that's suffering. So they're not letting ambulance pass. Well, so now they are seen on the news that some people are letting ambulance pass, but yesterday and the day before that, they weren't letting ambulance pass with sick people who were going to their appointments. Then you have doctors going on a 48-hour strike, medical doctors that's going on a 48-hour strike. Um, Pregnant women having to beg people to let them through. Like it's
I'll be
just
right back.
okay. It's just literally it's just so much stuff. So much other stuff that I just really don't agree with. And people, breaking into stores, looting, all those things I don't agree with. And although some people think like, oh, it's necessary to do these things, I don't think that you destroying your own community where you live is the answer. Because guess what? The politicians don't care. The politicians do not care if you destroy your own community because they don't live there. That's the only thing that I have a problem with. That's the only thing that I am concerned about. That's the only thing that frustrates me. Like me not being able to get home to bring milk to my daughter or formula to my daughter, that was stressful to me. And it's like I don't have anything to do with it. The people that were waiting to go home, the people who go to work and trying to get home to their kids, they don't have anything to do with it. And the politicians just really just don't care. Sorry, y'all. You know how Gia give it up.
And it's true what you say because it's like the politicians, they're not gonna stop. They all they want is their money, and as soon as they get their money, they don't care.
It's sad. It's sad. And then another thing that I don't agree with also is when people is like, oh well, in Panama it's corrupt. Yeah, well guess what? In all other countries, there's corruption in every single place. Let's not talk about I have followers from South Africa and they was talking about how corrupt South Africa is. Corruption is everywhere. Politicians, corruption is just always going to be it's always going to be something, right? And you know, I think this is just a lesson when it comes to the voting process, especially here in Panama, because like it's easy to get a vote in Panama. When a lot of these politicians they like go on campaign, they make a lot of false promises to people like most politicians do, but usually they just give people a bag of rice or maybe some ham on a holiday or whatever, and that's it. That's all it takes for people to vote for them. And I think one of the things with this whole situation, because a lot of people feel like the president deceived them and a lot of the things that he promised during the campaign he did not fulfill. So I think now people are like opening up their eyes to realize they got to be a little bit more smarter with the way that they um with voting, like just the whole voting process. Exactly. I lived through it with Watts Riot. All it did was destroy and what used to be a vibrant black owned business. That's what I'm saying. Like that's all it's gonna do. You know what I mean? And then after you destroy the community and after you burn down whatever, you stealing tires from shops to burn the tires. After that, because all you're doing when you're burning tires, you're not helping the environment, which is what people are protesting against, because the mine is affecting the environment. It's going to affect the environment. It's going to affect the drinking water. It's going to affect all of that, right? And so when they're burning tires and doing all that stuff, who's going to clean it up? We already have a garbage problem in Panama. So after you create all this mess, who's going to clean it up in the place that you live? No one's going to clean it up. It's going to stay there. Do you honestly think that the politicians care? They don't care. And so that's one of the issues that I have. You know what I mean? And some people don't see it that way, because even when I was explaining to the man that was outside in front of me or whatever, and I'm telling him like I don't understand why they doing this. Like they're destroying their own community. He's like, yeah, well, the whole purpose is that when they do this, they destroy the economy, and then the business people will then pressure the government. And it's like majority of the business here in Panama are small businesses. And we as small businesses do not have that much power to pressure the government into doing anything. A lot of times we ourselves as small business owners, we are struggling ourselves and just trying to get by. A lot of us are recovering from COVID. Like no one got a bailout. Like this is not the states where, GSP. This is this isn't the states where people was getting, what was it, COVID money or whatever for businesses. Absolutely not. That was none of that. That was literally none of that. A lot of businesses closed down because they weren't able to sustain COVID. The people are at their wits end, anything or anything. Yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? People are at their wits end, but then at the end, when we do all of this and there's no jobs, you're still going to be in the same place, because when you do this, the small businesses close down, there's no jobs, still not going to be no jobs. So honestly speaking, like I don't know. There's no right or wrong answer. I have my own personal feelings about what's going on. I have my own personal feelings. It's still not enough to make me leave Panama. I'm not gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding it out. Um, like I wrote out COVID. This is my home. I'm not going anywhere. What is it, mamas? I'm not going anywhere, but I'm just, frustrated just like everyone else is frustrated. So yeah, so that's where we are right now. That's what's happening right now at this moment. I will be checking in with you guys periodically. If I do have any updates, I will keep you guys abreast on what's happening, what's going on. But that's basically it for now. Okay. So, thank you guys, everyone, for always tuning in. Thanks for checking on me. Thank you for everybody that was concerned because of the last live. Jill, what is the problem, girlfriend? What? 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 But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that we are. Look at this little girl face. That we are good. All right. So I'll keep you. If anything happens again, oh, another update: the third, the fourth, and the fifth is all canceled. No parties. So if you Rubber Brunch is canceled. The Halloween party is canceled. Everything is canceled. Basically, all my events this week is canceled. I canceled karaoke, which is tomorrow. I was trying to wait to see what was going to happen for Friday, but it's probably going to be canceled as well. And the Halloween party, more than likely, is going to be canceled as well. But we're playing it ear by ear. But most definitely, the third is canceled, and the fifth is definitely canceled as well because they sent out a communication nationwide saying that all events must be canceled. Okay. So I now have to reach out to a lot of people to let them know that we are not moving forward with any of the events. Unfortunately, it's beyond our control. Um, hopefully this hopefully this gets resolved soon. And I will be back later, y'all. I hope that you were able to get through this live with all the screaming. All right, Amanda, you want to say anything?
No, just enjoy listening. That's it.
All right, y'all. So